Act 3. The Grim Rincewind.
A stable. Well, I hope it's stable, otherwise the horses will all fall down. Since this whole realm is actually an allegory of the collective imagination, I wonder why death needs such a sturdy roof. Then again, maybe it's best just to never know. Death's garden. It's probably full of black broccoli. Death seems like a broccoli kind of person. Funny, I've never really thought of death as a home baking kind of guy. I'd need a scythe to make any impact on that lot. Flowers. Oh, what a surprise. They're black. A welcome net on death's doorstep. Still doesn't give the place a homey feel. I don't need one. Anyway, it wouldn't suit my lapel. I can't imagine there's much of a view. What exactly do you hope to see in the domain of death? Death's homey little house, complete with black walls, black floors and black ceilings. It doesn't start looking any better as I get closer either. So after all this time, I'm finally at death's door. Funny, I always thought it would be a more dramatic moment. That leads to the library. Nice black material. This curtain's stuck fast in place. A magnet. Evidence of a frightening world of physical forces that I'm quite happy to ignore. That won't help me tug the curtain down. That won't help me tug the curtain down. That leads to the kitchen. Nice and black. This one looks more mobile. It's curtains, all right. Feels nice enough to wear. I've got a better idea. I'll go out there and play the game, and you come in here and risk life and limb, okay? What a lovely brutal swooshing sound this clock makes. Forget it, time means nothing in this domain. Nice black material. This curtain's stuck fast in place. golf bag? Yeah, I'm not sure I want to see what the balls are like. The skull cliché is growing very old very fast. Oh, I'm not really a golf sort of person. Actually, I'm surprised Death had the time. The only thing it needs appears to be a pitching scythe. What a lovely brutal swooshing sound this clock makes. Forget it, time means nothing in this domain. That leads to Susan's bedroom. That leads to Death's study. It rains here. Actually, there's no umbrella, just an old scythe. Now we're cooking with charcoal. With this, I really feel the goods. Ooh, a scythe. The right tool for the right job, I always say. Now, now let's go chop some wood. Ouch! I suppose it has to be sharp if it's to cut soles. Ah, rope. Breakfast of champions. A very long length of rope, just like a short rope, only, you know, longer. I'd only end up tangled up, that rope's so long. Cutting that won't help me. Reaping that won't advance the Why does old Bony Bum have such a well-padded saddle? Is he frightened of chafing the horse? Guess I need to win his confidence first. Bits of dead grass. I'd pick them all up, but then I'd just be grasping at straws. Get it? Grasping at... All right, I apologise, all right? Are you kidding? Can you imagine just how bony Death's horse would be to ride barebacked? My back, my aching back. The bees are all black. How very cool of them. I wonder if you can get sunglasses with multifaceted lenses. Bees. I'd ask where their pollen comes from, but I know they're going to flowers. I can hazard a guess at the colour of the bloom, so let's just skip all that, shall we? You have to be kidding. What a short memory we have. I'll need some head protection and some smoke first. Death's granddaughter, so I hear. Hello there. And what are we doing in this awful place, eh?
What are we doing here? Well, I'm minding my own business. As for what you're doing, some of us would rather not know. Apart from that, there doesn't seem to be much going on.
Well, I was only trying to be friendly.
Yes, probably not a good idea, seeing as you're wearing that dress. I was always told not to talk to strangers, and it'd be hard to be stranger than you.
Well, excuse me. All I thought was, hello, here's another mortal in the land of death, then. I mean, it seemed we might have a few mutual talking points, information to exchange, pleasantries, something in common, that sort of thing.
Well, it looks as if we buy our clothes in the same shop.
Let me guess. Death's handmaiden?
No, actually, I'm his granddaughter. Was there something I can help you with?
Well, it's just that I don't know quite what to do. I'm supposed to be standing in for death, but I don't know what to do next.
Yes?
But what am I supposed to do? I mean, what does a living death do with his time? It all seems dead boring to me.
You'll have to give me a signal when you expect me to laugh.
In a universe of infinite possibilities, I suppose that hairstyle had to come up somewhere. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine. So, Death's got a little swing, has he? I wonder if it's for the girl, or whether he likes to have a jolly little twirl of an evening. A soul pit? I've heard of money pits, but this is a new one on me. Little dots. Little dots, each with 6 little legs. Believe me, I'm tempted. Who wouldn't be, the way you're playing? Come on, they're almost in the next world. I'd need something better than my hands to entice them back. A sundial. It doesn't seem to have a pointy thing. You know, for casting a shadow. I can't even tell the time using an hourglass. That won't help at all. Maybe someone's fixed Death's little red wagon. Yes, I think Death could probably do with some serious advice about his choice of decor.
Hey, leave that alone, you!
Talking to him would be a dead loss. A jet black pond. And ooh, look, there's little white fish in it. Little white skeleton fish in it. Oh well, at least his fish food bills will be fairly small. No way, who knows what's in it? A fishing rod for a garden gnome. Yeah, no real accounting for taste, is there? A little skeleton gnome. How quaint. I think he's beyond talking. A fishing rod with a nice hook on the end. By the way, although I am wearing a pointy hat, any garden gnome references will be taken most unkindly. Feels like a hook in need of some bait. A welcome mat on death's doorstep. Still doesn't give the place a homey feel. Hey, there's a little key under it. A key to death's door. Shouldn't it be a skeleton key? That leads to the kitchen. Hello.
Who are you? What do you want?
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'm here to become Death.
You what?
You know, Death. The Pale Horseman.
Talks like this.
Very big in the hourglass and scythes department.
You?
Oh, not for long. Just until himself gets back. I have to fill in for a while, you know, get the backlog moving, that sort of thing.
Got the faintest idea how to do it, have you?
Well, I suppose so.
We got standards to maintain, mister. We takes a pride in our work. I ain't having you letting the side down. Listen, you got to be up to snuff before you can be deaf.
Now, do you mean?
Well, you got to be able to ride the pale horse, and you got to wear the right clothes. Deaf wouldn't be seen getting anything but a black robe. Yeah, you'll need a scythe and a capital letter voice. Something chilling.
Is that all?
You want more? Get on with it.
Oh, goody. Another quest. I'm just flotsam on the sea of life.
Yeah, stop snivelling and get on with it.
Yep, there we are. Read it and reap, Albert. See? A scythe.
Oh, we are Mr. Clever, aren't we? I suppose you've got some idea about how to use it?
Well, of course I can use a scythe. You just sort of, yeah, well, I'm sure I'll get the swing of it. It will just take a bit of practice.
Not inside where you'll scar my woodwork. Take it outside and reap the field. When that's done, then perhaps you might have enough skill to go and reap some souls.
You know, if I end up in charge, your job is definitely one for downsizing. I'd better just let it be. There we are. One robe, comma, black, comma, spectres of death for the use of.
Call that black?
It is black.
No, it ain't. Not your light falling into it never to escape kind of black. It's not the kind of black death would wear.
You're not making any friends here, I hope you know that. All right, blacker than black it is. Here we go. Death's Sugar Bowl. Those who say you catch more flies with this stuff than with vinegar obviously haven't tried tasting Death's version of sugar lumps.
Get your thieving hands off! That is for tea time.
But this is Death's kingdom. Time never passes here.
I never said tea time would be soon.
One sinister black table, polished with sinister black beeswax, no doubt. I'd better just let it be. The death of rats, now appearing at a plague pit near you. Let's just leave him alone. He's already dead. Like everything else around here, these aren't even real, they're just props. The bells, they never stop ringing. Sorry, I got carried away for a moment. Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them from here. Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them from here. Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them from here. Actually, you don't seem to be able to ring them. An oily rag. This should be useful for polishing glasses to a dirty smear. This rag couldn't be used to clean anything. Does death eat? And if so, what? No need, I can see that the oven's empty. A pot-belly stove, eh? About time this one went on a diet. A pot-belly stove, eh? About time this one went on a diet. I shouldn't be trying to burn things. Well, you never know. I may be able to pawn them if you ever finish this game. I shouldn't be trying to burn things. Well, you never... Ah, a fine figure of a flue. Some flues are flimsy, but this one has me flabbergasted by its fulsome fixtures. I'm sorry, I don't quite know why I was forced to say that. No need, I can see that the oven's empty. Ah, a lovely view of... On second thought, why not just look at a blank piece of wall? It's sure to be much more scenic. I think I'll just pass on that one. I think I'll just pass on that one. It rains here. Nothing left in here of use. A biography of somebody's life, still being written. Let's see what's happening now. Must be the Arch-Chancellor. I better not fiddle. I wouldn't want to wake him. A shelf of self-writing autobiographies. How very quaint. They're too heavy. Shelves filled with self-written life stories. They're too heavy. Wait a minute. This biography's mine, and it's been bloody remaindered. Some cheek. Well, if I can't take it, then who can? My life biography. Big print version, easy to read. Worth a peek. Maybe it'll tell me what's happening next. Rincewind sneaks a peek into his life book, expecting to read what'll happen next. Shelves filled with self-written life stories. They're too heavy. Let's see, whose is this? Ah, Albert. Now what does it say at the moment? Albert sits and takes it easy, dreaming up more silly quests for the little twerp in the dress. Just wait until I become a real bona fide deaf. Then I'll deal with him. Just... Locked! Now that strikes me as being suspiciously unfriendly. Nope, can't budge it. That leads to the alcove. Oh, it's long. Long and hard. Long and hard and shiny. You know, I don't often get to feel them in this kind of condition. Shelves, I mean. I don't often feel shelves in the dark. Rincewind. Homo sapiens sorcerus irritabilis. In reality, I'm a full foot taller, bronzed and rippling with muscles, but it's been a hard night for the artist. Hey, that tickles. Are you kidding? Who knows what's hiding in the dark? Yuck, this has to be the greasiest and oiliest rag that I've ever seen. This rag couldn't be used to clean anything. Wow, talk about smoke. Wow, talk about smoke. Nah, it's hot. That won't help at all. Setting fire to that won't help. Please, let's leave the arm alone for the time being. I shouldn't be trying to burn things. Well, you never know. I may be able to pawn them if you ever finish this game. Fascinating, isn't it? The length of desperate stupidity some people will go to just to solve a game. I'll need some head protection first. I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves. That leads to Death's Study. Each of these hourglasses represents somebody's life, Every grain of sand is a precious moment, never to be recaptured. I wonder what would happen if you added water. Nah, no thanks. I'll only end up knocking the whole lot down. An inkwell, and it's full of ink. The blackest ink I've ever seen. Not a bad idea, but I'll need more ink first. Ah, Death's desk. So this is where the big life and death decisions are made. Wow, an executive toy! I wonder what it does. Some of us have got a game to play. I'll wait until I'm fully qualified before I sit there. Let's just leave him alone. I wonder what this does. I'll just sneak a look. Let's see. The last entry is Fool and Chucky. The last column hasn't been checked off yet. The previous entry says Scazzy's ants. Well, at least they're all correct and accounted for. Poor little souls.
I take it you rang the bell, did you?
That's right.
And what was it you was wanting?
No, nothing really. I must have forgotten.
Wonderful, sir. Then I shall get back to my duties. Please don't hesitate to ring the next time you think you kind of maybe might have forgotten what you wanted.
Oh, never fear. I will. Looks like a servant's cord. Tying the rope to that won't make anything useful. The ink would only turn it black. Even Dibbler sells better bait than that. I wonder what this does. bowl of sugar cubes. Well, they're cube-shaped anyway. I can't, however, recommend trying them in your tea. Wow, I've had to wait this long in the game before I found some string. Marvels will never cease. A piece of string, one of the building blocks of our universe. Just feels like ordinary string to me. A bowl of sugar cubes. Well, they're cube-shaped anyway. I can't, however, recommend trying them in your tea. They even feel like sugar cubes. Well, well, well. An inkwell, and it's so absolutely pitch black. I'm not touching that. My fingers would turn black. The ink would only turn it black. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Sure, there seems to be some sort of attraction, but what good does it do me? A sharp cutting blade. A bunny. I wonder what it's used for. How cute. A little bunny rabbit for putting pyjamas in. I wonder what's inside. A nice lacy nightgown. Feels like lace to me. Cutting that won't help me. Cutting that won't help me. Good idea, but not just yet. Ooh, a comfy looking bed if ever I've seen one. It's nice to at last have a room with a bit of colour in it. Forget it. Do you think they'd waste memory on animation of me sleeping? Girly stuff. Nothing of real interest to a tough macho wizard like myself. No thanks, I'm trying to maintain an image. Like everything else around here, they look artificial. No point really, they're just props put there for background flavour. I hope I don't need a candle, in which case I'd have to figure something else out. Ah, a room with a view. Although what you'd want to gaze out at around here is utterly beyond me. Haven't been there, don't want to see that. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Well, at least it isn't an undergarment this time. Well, this should do the trick. I'll just grab some wax. Sinister black beeswax. I'm not exactly sure that it's a commercially viable product, but still it's very atmospheric. Very malleable and very black. Now we're cooking. Now that's a sinister black candle. Should look good on a sinister black coffee table, next to a sinister black Hovel Improvement magazine. It won't just light itself, you know. A blazing sinister black candle. Yeah, why is it that sinister black candles always give out such poor light? It's miserly, that's what it is. I mean, there's so little point in sulking about it. You're a candle. Burning slowly down into a puddle is what you're meant to do. Ouch, it's hot. Old stone tablets. Must be from before paper was invented. This tablet isn't so much written in pictographs as bad stick figure drawings describing pictographs, meaning it's either a caveman's biography or a graphic novel. I suppose either one should do just fine. A life tablet. Oh, look, it even has a comic section. Feels like little scratchings in the stone. I've got a better idea. They're too heavy. A life tablet. Oh, look, it even has a comic section. Feels like little scratchings in the stone. That won't help me become deaf. Not a bad idea, but I'll need more ink first. The ink would only turn it black. I'd need a scythe to make any impact on that lot. Ow, my back, my aching back. Nope. Guess... I don't think that would cut the corn. Sure, there seems to be some sort of attraction, but what good does it do me? Please, let's leave the arm alone for the time being. Cutting that won't help me. Ooh, a scythe. The right tool for the right job, I always say. Now, let's go chop some wood. Ow, my back, my aching back. My, what a lovely toy cart.
You can't have it.
Oh, please.
Oh, all right then. But get me another toy first. What do the autobiographies from the Hall of Records should do? Something to laugh at.
Laugh? Those are people's life stories we're talking about here. Real tragedies, hopes, dreams, triumphs and aspirations. How can you possibly find them amusing?
I was thinking of yours. That should be a laugh. Just bring it here once you've found it.
There. My ongoing life story. Are you satisfied?
Oh, look! An autobiography with join the dot pictures.
That's a catalogue of all my hopes and dreams, all my achievements. You treat it with just a little bit of respect, young lady.
Oh, look! Here's your thought for the day.
Ah, what does it say?
Actually, the line is blank.
Give it back. Some people just don't appreciate quality literature. Now just tell me something else you'll take in trade. Anything but the story of my life.
All right. Go get me one of the really old biographies then. One of those ones with pictures. They're kept in a locked dark room somewhere inside.
There. Are you satisfied?
Perfectly. This one's much better than yours. Here's the cart to play with. Let me know when you turn up in court.
A toy cart. Now all we need are some teeny-weeny oxen, some teeny-weeny people, and we can start a teeny-weeny wagon train. Feels just like a cart, but maybe I can make something of it. Cutting that won't help me. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. I think I can wedge this in at the front. My special patented reaping machine. I'd need a scythe to make any impact on that lot. Funny, I've never really thought of death as a home baking kind of guy. Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone. Ha! An entire field of corn reaped. Yeah, I've got you trembling now, eh? I'm apocalypse material now.
Oh, indeed, sir. You're gonna strike fear and trembling into blades of grass everywhere.
That won't help me become death. A cute little bunny rabbit, minus the stuffing. The bunny rabbit isn't made to hold that. Fascinating, isn't it? The length of desperate stupidity some people will go to just to solve a game. How cute. A little bunny rabbit for putting pyjamas in. I wonder what's inside. Smoking that won't work.
Having fun, are we?
Look, what was it I was after again?
I can't imagine, mister. Advanced psychological treatment, maybe.
Just tell me what I'm supposed to be doing.
A black cloak, a scythe, a deep booming voice, and a demonstration of your horsemanship. Surely even someone like you can remember that.
I'd better just let it be. I shouldn't be trying to burn things. Well, you never know. I may be able to pawn them if you ever finish this game. He's already dead. That won't help me become death. Not a bad idea, but I'll need more ink first. I better not fiddle. I wouldn't want to wake him. Just wait until I become a real bona fide death. Then I'll deal with him. It rains here. nothing left in here of use. No point putting that in there. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. The only thing it needs appears to be a pitching scythe. The only thing it needs appears to be a pitching scythe. That won't help at all. A jet black pond, and ooh, look, there's little white fish in it. Little white skeleton fish in it. Oh well, at least his fish food bills will be fairly small. I'll only get it wet and probably stain it in the process. I'll only get it wet and probably... This should really blacken the water. Now this really is blacker than black. I think you might be confusing me with someone who actually wants to exert themselves. I don't think it even has a soul. Don't you know anything about fishing? Even I know that a little bait helps. Should I ever need to catch a vampire cat, I'll give it a try. Tying the rope to that won't make anything useful. I don't think it even has a soul. Ah, they'd probably just ignore it. Ah, they'd probably just ignore it. I don't think it even has a soul. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. That won't help at all. I can't even tell the time using an hourglass. A sundial. It doesn't seem to have Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. In a universe of infinite possibilities, I suppose that hairstyle had to come up somewhere. Talking to him would be a dead loss. Cutting that won't help me. A bowl of sugar cubes. Well, they're cube-shaped anyway. I can't, however, recommend trying them in your tea. I'd better not dye that black. The sugar won't sweeten that any. I doubt whether she would find that exciting. I doubt whether she would... Well, this should do the trick. Well, it'll need to be empty first. You have to be kidding. That's a good binky. There, I think he likes me now. That won't make him like me. Don't you just hate the way that certain characters join forces with game designers to make your life miserable? Putting that on the saddle won't help. Putting that on the saddle won't help. That won't make him like me. I've got a better idea. I'll go out there and... That won't make him like me. Bits of dead grass. I pick them all up, but then I'll just be grasping at straws. Get it? Grasping at... All right, I apologise. All right? Now you really are grasping at straws. A horse trough, a trough for serving up horses. A horse trough, a trough for serving up horses. Please let me have some dignity. Anyway, I'm not thirsty. Well, this should do the trick. That would create way too much smoke. I'll just sneak a little honey, they'll never notice. A pot of evil black honey, as made by evil black bees. Thick and sticky. That won't make him like me. That won't make him like me. Now you really are grasping at straws. Coating that with honey won't help. There's no point in putting glue on that. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. Tying the rope to that won't make anything useful. You know, I think I've seen this in the clickies. Tying that to the other end won't help. That won't make him like me. Coating that with honey won't help. Anyway, I'm not thirsty. A pot full of ant souls. There must be at least 100 of the little blighters. Spooky, even the souls of ants still feel all creepy. I think these little souls are past caring about something like that. Believe me, I'm tempted. Who wouldn't be, the way you're playing? A horse trough, a trough for serving up horses. A pot full of ant souls. There must be at least 100 of the little blighters. Spooky, even the souls of ants still feel all creepy. I think these little souls are past caring about something like that. There's no point in putting glue on that. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. Tying that up won't do me much. Tying that. I think these little souls are past caring about something like that. I think these little souls are past caring about something like that. Don't you just hate the way that certain characters join forces with game designers to make your life miserable? Why does old Bony Bum have such a well-padded saddle? Is he frightened of chafing the horse? Putting that on the saddle won't help. Putting that on the saddle won't help. I did it! See? I can ride! I can ride!
Yippee-ki-yay, sir.
But I did it! See? I passed the test!
Yeah, so I see. Shall I prize the saddle from your flesh now, sir? Or later?
The trouble with you, Albert, is you have no sense of fun.
I'll laugh when I'm prizing you out of that saddle, my friend.
Yow! Fascinating, isn't it? The length of desperate stupidity some...
having fun, are we?
Look, what was it I was after again?
I can't imagine, mister. Advanced psychological treatment, maybe.
There we go. Light not only simply falls into it, but it doesn't even get a chance to scream.
Yes. Well, the cut could be better.
Albert!
Oh, very well. I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
That won't help me become deaf. My life biography. Big print version, easy to read. Worth a peek. Maybe it'll tell me what's happening next. Rincewind sneaks a peek into his life book, expecting to read what'll happen next. Tying that to the other end won't help.
Albert. Albert. It is I. Death.
Really, sir? Nice to have you back, sir. Now we can get rid of that little prat in the pointy hat and dress.
Well, at least I've proved I can use the voice. Right, I've ridden the horse, got the clothes, the voice, the scythe, the moves.
Now, hold on. Being deaf isn't like delivering the papers. No. I can't let you go out hacking and slaying wholesale until you've had a trial run. Start small, mister. Collect 100 souls first, and then maybe you'll be ready to get out there and slay them.
100 souls? Right now?
Yep.
Look, couldn't we, just come to an arrangement? Come on, 10 gold pieces says we just, forget all about it and get on with the story.
Bribery, eh? Trying to buy your way out of a quest? Where would we be if everyone tried that, eh?
Fine, right, well, let's go get 100 lovely souls for Albert and the principle of complicated gaming, eh?
Bye-bye, mister. Don't trip and decapitate yourself on the way out.
Ah, the gentleman from the Assassin's Guild. Do please come in and abase yourself at the edge of the yellow line. Now, come closer while I explain. Not that close, not that close.
Oh, sorry.
Now look, I want someone removed. a potential troublemaker, somebody who's become too popular for his, or should I say, my good. And there has to be no way of connecting myself with his demise.
Say no more, sir, say no more. We shall strike like the subtle hand of doom, leaving nothing but weeping in our wake. For you see, we are the night.
You are? I thought you were the Assassin's Guild.
Ah, well, we are the Assassin's Guild, but we are also the night.
So, in fact, you're that period of the diurnal rhythm defined by darkness, are you? So, nighttime thefts, muggings, murders, and overnight cart parking in restricted zones. We can just start billing the Assassin's Guild directly, can we? No more fussing about with tax collectors and fines.
What? But just because we are the night doesn't mean that we're responsible for the night.
Well, if you are it, then you have to control it. And if you control it, then you're responsible for it. This seems eminently sensible. I have a few thousand unpaid bills we can send your way by tomorrow.
No. Now look. All right. We aren't the night, but we are of the night. Of. So we are an integral part of the night, without assuming any controlling or otherwise responsible position. So, whereas we can assume custodianship of unpaid bills, this will only be as a storage facility, a favor to you, my lord, until we find someone who utterly encompasses all aspects of the night, whereupon we can pass the bills on to him.
Oh, very well. So, in the meantime, just get on with this new job, huh? And don't mess it up like you did with the Fool's Guild last time.
Look, Albert, look!
Oh, you found a commode! Well done!
No, Albert, I mean, I've managed to collect 100 souls.
Oh, well, I suppose you must be deaf material after all. I should have guessed it from all your lines. Oh, all right. Go out and reap away to your little heart's content, but you've got to be back before the bell tolls. You know how the other three horsemen hate hanging about.
Sometime later.
Oh, there you are, sir. And quite the part you look. There's a job for you. Your very first.
What's this?
It's a life-timer hourglass. It counts off the moments of its owner's life. As you can see, it's almost empty. Perhaps it's time for you to put down your milky tea and actually do some work.
All right. I'm going. Who does this hourglass belong to, then?
Oh, you'll find out. I think you'll find him quite easy to spot in a crowd.
Jed from Ankh-Morport. Welcome to the show, once voted most likely to reap a harvest of grown vegetables. And now, the person I guess we're all waiting for. Here's Death!
Whoa. Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're a beautiful audience, if somewhat stupid. Ah, it's so good to see people who are upright and breathing. Of course, you know why my old job was always so hard. I only had a skeleton staff. Ha ha ha. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Death.
Death who?
Death. Oh! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you've heard that one, eh? Alas, poor Death. I knew him, Horatio, a man of infinite jest.
Well, not exactly infinite.
I didn't think I was doing too badly.
Maybe it's best not to quibble at this point in the proceedings. This is ridiculous. How can Death die?
The more like me you became, the more mortal I became. Sod it. I was just starting to get the hang of this. Oh dear, I really do think I'm fading. Maybe taking time off from my job wasn't such a good idea after all. Ah well, I suppose it's in good hands. Ta-ta, have fun being the Grim Reaper.
Grim Reaper? What do you mean, Grim Reaper?
Well, if I'm gone, then the job's yours. Through all eternity.
But I can't be the Grim Reaper. I'll get queasy just squishing caterpillars on the baby lettuces. No, stop it. I don't want to be left holding the scythe.
Nope, I'm slipping, I'm afraid. My time is running out. I wish I'd had a mother, because if I'd had a mother, I could cry out, Mother. But I didn't, so I can't. Last. Other famous last words are, Don't point that at me. And why is that red light flashing? And how does Dibbler make a profit on this stuff at 5 groats a bottle? I know them all. Now, which one shall I use? Let me see now.
All right, just stay there and I'll try to get you on your feet again.
Act 4. Till death us do part.
New improved cork, the accessory with 1,000,000 household uses. Ew. I'm sure that this hat must be in fashion somewhere, which is the scary aspect of the whole wretched thing. No point, it's blown to shreds. Odd. Why does Death have an hourglass? A little redundant, I would have thought. Gee, there's hardly any sand left. Feels all corky to me. A cork. Better in than out, as they say. Just feels like ordinary string to me. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. I wonder if there's any market for xylophones these days. He made a dreadful death, but he might make someone a damn fine desk ornament. I better leave his bones alone. At least until the men in white coats have chalked around them. He made it.
Ooh, I'm going. I'm going. Oh, here I go. I'm still going, you know.
All right. Something to fill up your hourglass. I'm working on it. Honestly, you think nothing was done around here without me? Once, just once, I'd like to see an adventure based on Rincewind stays in bed and gets some kip while everyone else runs around and collects stupid objects on his behalf. I'll be seeing you then.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
Cutting that won't help me. Does that look like sand to you? Does that look like sand to you? I think you might be confusing me with...
I'm in the mood for frogs. Yeah, frogs are the things I've been thinking of. But they're so small and green, and they reign supreme in this crazy Casanander's house of love. Oh, oh, oh!
Ooh, much better.
Yes, yes.
Ooh, I like this one. Quite right. Plenty enough to go around.
How'd you cook it? Sage and onions?
Sage and onions? In the middle of the desert?
Oh, turmeric, rose water and onions then. Come on.
Yes.
Whoops! Well, there goes Casananda. I'd watch what happens next, but I'll probably be here for days. Just think, I know where to come if ever I want to change the flow of time. I wish I could skip past this next few hours of gameplay and see how the end credits turned out. Look, I'm afraid I have to be somewhere else. Does that look like Sam to you? Cutting that won't help me. Cutting that won't help me.
Hummus.
Does that look like sand to you?
Popping hummus.
I think he's only interested in rocks. Here, little spotted sage. Cast your eyes on this and tell me what you can do about it.
Oh, Ta looks hard at our glass. Here's no ticking. After a long and hard examination of this timepiece, I can now give you the heady type words of the desert herbal sage.
Yes?
It is an hourglass for the keeping of time.
I know what it is. I want to know how to fill it back up again.
Then I shall work my magic powers of mind. Strain, strain, strain. Ooh, I've gone all giddy. I do not like this game.
Are you going to fix this thing or not?
Why do you keep bothering me about it? Go fill it at the Fountain of Youth if you're so smart. Witness the all-powerful mystic-type skills of what would be the Far East if that direction existed here. Watch now as Yuri Geller manipulates the metal objects with the modern powers of his magnificent brain. Strain! 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 Oh, the end has fallen off.
All right, what about these other mystic powers then?
We have their fabulous pyramid powers of time and space. We have the mystic men sitting in deserts, and we have cut-rate camels, although they're not quite so mystic, but they can't half-spit.
Oh, really? Is that all?
You want more? Then we have the Fountain of Youth. Yes, indeed, you can get a second childhood without all the dribbling and unfortunate bad type smells.
Now that sounds more like it. Where might I find that?
Oh, I've forgotten.
Well, When they call your people fakers, they're not joking, are they?
How dare you cast aspersions on my mighty powers of, what's it called? It was on the tip of my tongue. Mine's gone blank. Memory. There is a prospector what comes through here every now and again. He goes everywhere. He's been around for centuries. You ask him if he's ever seen a greater sage than Urigella.
Popping hummus. Popping hummus.
Can't afford to lose it. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. It doesn't have anywhere to plug the cork in. Feels all corky to me. It doesn't have anywhere to plug the cork in. Does that look like sand to you? Does that look like... I think you might be... It's already occupied. I can't talk to him and I'm not picking him up. So you better think of something else, I guess. What? Give my hard-earned belongings to a stark raving madman? Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone. Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone. Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone. Been there, done that. Let's leave well enough alone. Yeah, I know that's what they want, but I'll give it back to him in my own time. I think he's past caring.
Popping hummus.
No point, really. I wouldn't catch them even if I could. I just wish that they would stop following me. Yeah, I know that's what they want, but I'll give it back to them in my own time. A pair of saddlebags. Paired, of course, so you can lose twice as many articles as if you were carrying a single. Funny looking horse. Hey, look, a canteen! Water. Well, it's wet, runs downhill, and you can see through it. Would you want a chemical analysis? Nah, thanks, I'm not thirsty. I doubt that adding water will make that grow. It doesn't have anywhere to plug the cork in. Yeah, I know that's what they want, but I'll give it... That leads back to the Discworld. There's lots of sand in the bottom. The water is spurting up through a little hole in the base. This place looks like a good place to sleep. Maybe I could take a nap later when I finish this game. A pedestal! I've always wanted to be placed on one of these. Hey, it already has something on it. I can't hold water in my bare hands and I'll only get wet trying to get some sand. Water. Well, it's wet, runs downhill and you can see through it. Would you want a chemical analysis? A canteen full of water from the Fountain of Youth. No thanks, the last thing I want is to live forever through one of these games.
Oh, damn. I forgot to shout 4.
Epilogue. Queen Kong.
Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pill. Amen, that's dead. It tastes...
Well, I never.
Ooh, I say. Oh, that is good.
And pop your final pill. Amen.
Run, you fools! It's for real!
I'm not sure whether they spent enough on the script for this movie. It seems to be all just special effects.
Is it intermission yet? I was hoping for something nice and sticky on a stick.
The only thing sticky around here is this finale. Get on with it!
My old mate Dibbler. It is my ultimate aim to convince him to sell himself off to the army for target practice. Undead, but still trying. Now, Granny isn't the sort who suffers fools gladly. As a suffering fool myself, I'll go along with it. Look at that lot, like a school of guppies at feeding time. Aha, a broom. I've heard of the theory behind them, of course, but there's usually bylaws against apprentice wizards using them.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
Oh, God! Sorry, got carried away again. I do hope the little fella's okay up there. I'll rescue him soon.
Snappy for a ragman's trumpet. Millennium Hand and Shrimp.
Yes, it is very romantic, isn't it?
Bugger it. Front the biscuit for a sneaky trouser. I told them.
You're just an old softy under that crust, aren't you? Of course, she is rather tall, but they do say size isn't important.
Actually, they do make a beautiful pair, you know.
Bugger it.
I mean the librarian and the giant. Do you think we should rescue him, Dean? Well, I was just wondering if we might have to rescue her. Perhaps we'd better just let nature take its course?
Got a horse, did you say? How's he going to get it up that tower with that big woman in the way?
Hello there, young man. Having a good day?
This is clearly some attempt at sarcasm. Haven't you got anything better to do than sit here all day?
Well, it's not every day I get to see a man torn to pieces by a giant elf.
Oh, yes. Point taken. Are you sure this is where you want to be? I mean, it's not exactly safe, is it?
I don't know. The safest place seems to be wherever you are. I heard all those comments you made about the animation budget, you see.
She's right there, you know.
No.
I haven't even asked it yet.
Oh, all right. Ask away.
That's better. Now, can I have the flying broom, please?
No.
Right. There, see? It doesn't hurt to follow the correct forms. Now, if you don't mind, it looks like I'll have to get busy going on a silly quest to wrinkle the wretched thing out of you. Waiting to see me get croaked, is she? Only the fact that this is the last scene of the game makes me refrain from saying something really acidic. Sorry, can't stay and chat all day. Must be off. Look at that lot. Like a school of guppies at feeding time.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
What are you still doing here?
Doing? Well, I'm not dying, that's for sure. I've tried drowning, I've tried stabbing, I've tried hanging. And that's an extremely boring way to spend a night hanging around.
Yes, well,
Then I tried poison snakes, poison ivy, poison potions. Even tried me some of that deep water blowfish, but do you think I dropped dead? Not a bit of it. I went to the worst reputed restaurant in Ankh-Morpork, and that was hard to find, let me tell you. I got a meal made by the owner's pet rat, called William. Still nothing. Can't even get a decent case of food poisoning in the town these days. In my day and age, you went in fear of your life every time you went into a street cafe. There was your basic food poisoning, your lead poisoning from the cooking pots, ground glass from the mixing pestles.
Yes, look, I really have to go.
And it bloody cost me 17 pence. 17! Just for a bit of fly-blown blowfish. For that kind of money, you'd expect them to throw in William the Rat as well. I ask you, how's a body supposed to get its last rites in this day and age? I am going to die if it's the last thing I do. Bladders! Get your bladders here! Only a groat apiece, and even then I'm cutting my own throat.
Bladders? Are you taking the pic? Bladders?
Bladders, my friend, a rustic forerunner of the more familiar rubber balloon, as enjoyed by children. This is absolutely true. Who says computers aren't educational? I've got sheep bladders, vole bladders, moose bladders. You want a bladder? I'm your man.
You know, I believe you.
You can do other things besides blow 'em up, you know. Oh, dozens of uses a good bladder. Although right now, I admit I can only think of one or two. One, really.
All right. I'd like to buy some bladders, please.
Certainly, Squire. Now then, what sort? We've got your rat, your vole, that's the field vole, meadow vole, and the killer Clatchian vole.
The killer vole?
Oh yeah, you know the ones, 6 feet long, covered in poisonous spines, with incisors like chisel blades.
But I thought voles were sweet little things, you know, small and brown and covered with fur.
Not these ones, sir. Take your arm off in an instant. They've levelled whole continents, obliterated ships filled with puppies, baby kittens and innocent nuns.
Wait a minute. These look like sheep bladders. It comes to something when a poor sheep is finding its essential organs floating around as kiddies' balloons.
Sheep, sir? Never, sir. Catch me arming sweet little creatures with curly wool and big brown eyes? Nah, not on my life. Cut me own throat if I tell a lie. These have been taken from Clatchian voles, a life form so foul, sir, so venomous, so putrid and psychotic that the hunters were all awarded medals for services to humanity. Clatchian voles is like rabid sharks on legs, sir.
Well, that's all right then. In that case, give me some of them.
Right you are, Squire.
I just hope they had time to go to the lavatory first, though. Animal bladders filled with water. We could be onto something here. Wow. All smooth, round and sploshy. Cutting that won't help me. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. And I don't think I could swap that for the broom.
Bladders! Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I can't just climb up the wall. Pretty Polly. I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous. I'll get confused talking to anybody in this game, let alone a crowd.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
that alone. It's not for the likes of you.
No point sticking that to the board. No point sticking that to the board.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
It feels like it should do the job. No point reaping that. And I don't think I could swap that for the broom. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. And I don't think I could swap that for the broom.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
A canteen full of water from the Fountain of Youth. And I don't think I could swap that. I doubt that any water will make that any younger. What are you still doing here?
Doing? Well, I'm not dying, that's for sure.
What are you still doing?
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
You'd only want to take it with him. You'd only want to take it with him. And I don't think I could swap that for the broom. You'd only want to take it with him.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
You'd only put it inside a bun and sell it. We'll probably burst it.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I'd best leave it alone, or Granny might get jealous. Throwing that wouldn't help at all. Throwing that wouldn't help at all. That won't help me get up there.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
My life biography. Big print version, easy to read. Worth a peek. Maybe it'll tell me what's happening next. Rincewind sneaks a peek into his life book, expecting to read what'll happen next. Smoking that won't work. Throwing that wouldn't help at all. That won't help me get up there. Throwing that wouldn't help at all. I'd best leave it alone. Granny might get jealous.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
You can swap minds with this raven, can you?
Yes, I'm very good at it.
Oh, go on. You can't possibly manage to put all your knowledge and experience into that tiny little avian brain.
Ha! Of course I can. Just watch.
clever woman. Clever, yet oddly dumb. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness, I'd give us a 7 out of 10. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of trackness... I can't just climb up the wall. Nope. Guess they aren't attracted. There's no point in putting glue on that. Tying that up won't do me much good, even if it is fun. Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of... Well, we're on the right track. On a scale of... That would be cruel. You'd only want to take it with him. He'd only put it inside a bun and sell it. Your typical flying witch's broom. Looks like it's past its 1,000-mile warranty. Wood and straw. What more can I say?
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
Cutting that won't help me. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that. This broom's for riding, let's leave it at that.
Bladders! Get your bladders here!
I can't just climb up the wall.
What is it now? The dead are supposed to rest in peace, you know. Run! It's a falling giant woman! And that's another thing. In my day, girls were sweet, demure little things, not 60-foot-tall monsters like you apparently get now. And I'm also pretty sure that in my day, they all actually wore something under the...
Sometime later.
So, it's you at last, is it? So where do you think you've been?
Sorry, it's been a bit of a confusing week.
Confusing? I've been undead since 10:30 on Tuesday morning. I mean, I wouldn't complain, but I lost 17 pence just on blowfish since I died. You'd think the afterlife would be cheaper, wouldn't you?
Well, I've said sorry, haven't I? Come on, let's have a curry before we go. My treat.
Ah, well, all right, that is rather decent of you. By the way, I tried strangulation, drowning, poison, traffic accidents. I even listened to improvised jazz music. But that just made me wish I was dead. Or that the musicians were dead at any rate. How did I finally manage to go?
You got sat on by a giant elven queen.
Now there's one I never thought of trying. Still, if you gotta go...
There's a place you're always welcome, that's as nice as it can be. Everyone can get in, 'cause it's absolutely free. That's death. No need to take a breath, just lie around all day with not a single bill to pay. Hooray, that's death. No more sicknesses or flu. If you've lived beyond your means, you can die beyond them too. Boo-hoo. Well, the greatest and the finest have already died. Why not simply join them on the other side? That's death. Say farewell to all your bills, rip up all your wills, and pop your final pills. Amen, that's death. It's a tete-a-tete with fate. If you're not feeling great, then it's the best way to lose weight, mate. Nothing here to hurt you, no one's here to nag. Come die with me if your life's a drag. That's death. The wealthy and well-bred, all of them are here, and they're all completely dead. That's death. No more headaches, no more pain. Of the millions who died, no one came back to complain. You can't take it with you. You can't keep what you've got. So why not just lie back and simply rot? Just simply rot. It's so cool, it's hot. And that's death.